Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Chitramoyini Devidasi, Pranam. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances and Dandavat Pranam. I invite you to the early morning short Bhagavatam class organized by Radha Govinda Temple of ISKCON, Kulai, Mangaluru. I indeed invite you for and on behalf of His Grace Sri Ramanista Das Prabhuji. We shall begin with the prayers, and I would request you all to go along the prayers, keeping the mute button on. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः युतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा टू एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा। प्लीज फॉलो मी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम
ओम
नमो
नमो
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम
ओम नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
नारायणं
नारायणं
नमस्कृत्य
नमस्कृत्य
नरं
नरं
चैव
चैव
नरोत्तमम्
नरोत्तमम्
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये
देवीं
देवीं
सरस्वतीं
सरस्वतीं व्यासं
व्यासं
ततो
ततो
जयमुदीरये।
शृण्वतां स्वकथः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
शृण्वतां स्वकथाः
स्वकथां
कृष्णः
स्वकटकः
पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः।
पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
हृदयन्तसूयभद्राणि विदुनोति सुरस्तताम्
हृद्यन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि
हृदयस्थोदभद्राणि
विधुनोति
विदुनोति
सुहृत्सताम्।
सताम्।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नष्टप्रायेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु
अभद्रेषु
नित्यं
नित्यं भागवत
भागवत
सेवया।
सेवया।
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Uttamaśloke Bhaktirbhavati Naistiki.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam. Daily attendance of Srimad Bhagavatam classes, Patan Manan preaching of Srimad Bhagavatam daily removes all inauspicious things from our lives. And it being worshipping the Lord Krishna, the Uttama Sloka, he helps us attain Naistiki Bhakti. Naistiki Bhakti is goal of our life.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dharat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dharat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dharat Pranam. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Prescribed Duties for Mankind. Chapter 13, we are beginning with a new chapter. The name of the chapter is King Indra, afflicted by sinful reaction. We saw in previous chapter about demigods being defeated by Rudrasura, the demon, who actually is a pure devotee. And he now is fighting with Indra because Indra was persuaded to fight for demigods as they got defeated. Reluctantly, Indra entered in and has been fighting, and ultimately, with Lord Vishnu's grace and mercy, with his instructions of having a thunderbolt from a Muni's bones, he eventually succeeds in killing Rudrasur. We are now following the story further into how Indra develops a feeling of guilt and escapes the world trying to flee away from his sins. This chapter describes Indra's fear at having killed a Brahmana, that is Rudrasura. And it also describes how he fled and was saved by the grace of Lord Vishnu. When all the demigods requested Indra to kill Rudrasur, he refused because Rudrasur was Brahmana. The demigods, however, encouraged Indra not to fear killing him because Indra was protected by the Narayan Kavach, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Lord Narayan, even by a glimpse of the chanting of Narayana's name, one becomes free from all the sinful reactions of killing a woman, a cow, or a Brahmana. The demigods advised Indra to perform an Ashwamedha sacrifice by which Narayana would be pleased, for the performer of such a sacrifice is not implicated in sinful reaction, even if he kills the entire universe. Following this instruction from the demigods, King Indra fought Writrasur, but when Writrasur was killed, everyone was satisfied but King Indra, who knew Writrasur's position. Remember this sentence very well. But when Writrasur was killed, everyone was satisfied because people had only half the knowledge. They knew Writrasur as Asura, and that's why he was killed. So a purpose was served. But King Indra, who knew Writrasur's position, was not satisfied. Only King Indra knew that he was a pure devotee. This is the nature of a great personality. Even if a great personality acquires some opulence, he is always ashamed and regretful if he acquires it illegally. Indra could understand that he was certainly entangled by this sinful reaction for killing a Brahmana. Indeed, he could see sinful reaction personified following him, and thus he fled here and there in fear, thinking of how to rid himself of his sins. He went to Manas Sarovar, and there, under the protection of the goddess of fortune, he meditated for 1,000 years. During this time, Nahusa reigned over the heavenly planets as the representative of Indra. Unfortunately, however, he was attracted by the beauty of Indra's wife, Sachi Devi, and because of his sinful desire, he had to accept the body of a serpent in the next life. Indra later performed a great sacrifice with the help of exalted Brahmanas and saints. In this way, he was released from reaction of his sinful killing of Brahmanas. We'll go through verse 1 and 2 and then we'll discuss the whole thing. Those who want to recite this verse can raise their hand. Madhumai Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Vrutreha Trayo Loka. Vinashakrena Bhurida. Sapala hi abhavan sadyo. Vijvara nirvrutendriyaha. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Pranandini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, प्रणाम प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री शुक उवाच वृत्रे हते त्रयो लोका विनाशक्रेण भूरिद स्वपाला हि अभवन् सद्यो विचरा निर्वृतेन्द्रियाः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
Thank you. Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Sri Sukavacha, Rutre Hate Trayoloka, Vinasukrena Burida, Sapala Hayabhavan, Sajjo, Vijvara Nivrutendriya. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Chitra Mohini Devidasi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Vrutre hate trayo loka. Vinashakrena bhurida. Safalai bhavan sadhyo. विज्वरा निर्वृतेन्द्रियाः हरे कृष्ण
Thank you. Usha Dayavati Devidasi. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Rutre Hate Trayalokam. Vinashakrena Bhuritam. Sapalai Bhavavan. Sadhyo Vijvara Nivritendriya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Madhuswani Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्रीशुक उवाच वृत्रे हते त्रयो लोका विनाशक्रेण भूरिदा सपाला हि अभवन् सद्यो विज्वरा निवृत्तेन्द्रियाः थैंक यू प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Uma Kulkarni Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री शुक उवाच रुद्रे हते त्रयो लोका विनाशक्रेण भूरिदा सपाला हेवनं सद्यो विज्वरा निवृतेन्द्रियाः हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Thank you. Shakti Avasti Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणाम श्री शुक उवाच वृत्ते हते त्रयो लोका विनाशुक्रेण भूरिदा सपाला ह्यभवन् सद्यो विज्वरा निवृतेन्द्रियः हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Subharao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री शुकउवाच वृत्रे हते त्रयो लोका विनाशक्रेण भूरिदा सफला ह्यभवन् सद्यो विज्वरा निवृत्तेन्द्रिया
Thank you, Prabhuji. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्रीसुक उवाच रुद्रे हते त्रयो लोका विनाशक्रेण पूरिदा सफला हि अभवन् सद्यो विज्वरा निवृतेन्द्रियाः हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Thank you. Subharao Prabhuji, can you read synonyms for us? Are you there, Prabhuji?
यस
Okay.
प्रभु जी हरे
Thank
कृष्ण
you.
प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna. Please go ahead.
श्री सुकउवाच श्री शुकदेव गोस्वामी said वृत्रे हते when Vrittasura was killed Trayah Lakha the three planetary systems upper middle and lower Vina except Shakrena Indra who is also called Shakra Bhurida, O Maharaja Parikshit, giver of great charity. Sapalah, with the rulers of the various planets. He indeed, Abhavan, became Sadhya immediately. Sadhya Vijvarah, without fear of death. Nirvrita, very much pleased. Indriya, whose senses? Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Sukadeva Goswami said, O King Parikshit, who are so charitably disposed, when Vitrasura was killed, all the presiding deities and everyone else in the three planetary system was immediately pleased and free from trouble. Everyone, that is, except Indra. There is no purport, so we'll go to the next verse, and there is a purport there. Whosoever wants to recite this verse may raise their hand. Madhubai Mataji, go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगाः स्वयं प्रतिजग्मुः स्वधिष्ण्यानि ब्रह्मेशेन्द्रादिस्तुतः.
Thank you. Venkatarasiya Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मो स्वजिष्ट्यानि ब्रह्मेशेन्द्रादयस्तथा हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Thank you. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मुः स्वधिष्ठानि ब्रह्म ईसा इंद्रियादयस्तथा.
Thank you. Pranandini Madhvi Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्य देवानुगाः स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु स्वधिष्ण्यानि ब्रह्मा ईश इंद्रादयस्ततः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. थैंक यू प्रभु.
Thank you. Shakti Avasti Mataji. Go ahead.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु स्वधिष्णान्यानि ब्रह्मेशेन्द्रादयस्ततः.
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Subbarao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Dandat Pranam Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Devarshi Pitrubhutani Daitya Devanugah Swayam Pratijagmuh Swadhishnyani Brahmeshendradayastataha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु स्वदिष्यानि ब्रह्मेशेन्द्राध्यास्ततः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Thank you, Mataji. Usha Dayavati Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. प्रणाम प्रभु जी. देवश्री पितृभूतानि दैत्य देवानुगः स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु दिव्य दिष्ण्यानि ब्रह्मा एष इंद्र आधाय ततः. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Thank you. Uma Kulkarni Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु प्रदिश्यानि ब्रह्मा ईशा इंद्र आदय तथा. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Thank you. Madhusoni Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवर्षि पितृभूतानि दैत्या देवानुगा स्वयं प्रतिजग्मु स्वधिष्ण्यानि ब्रह्मेशेन्द्रादयस्ततः. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Madhuswani Mataji, can you read synonyms for us?
Sure प्रभु जी. थैंक यू. Deva, demigods, rishi, great saintly persons, pitra, the inhabitants of pitraloka, bhutani, and the other living entities, daitya, demons, deva anuga, the inhabitants of other planets following the principles of the demigods, swayam, independently, without asking permission from Indra, prati jagmaha, returned, Swadhishyani, to their respective planets and homes. Brahma, Lord Brahma, Isha, Lord Shiva, Indra, Adya, and the demigods headed by Indra, Tata, thereafter. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Madhuswani Mataji. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thereafter, the demigods, the great saintly persons, the inhabitants of Pitraloka and Bhutaloka, the demons, the followers of the demigods, and also Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the demigods subordinate to Indra, all returned to their respective homes while departing. While departing, however, no one spoke to Indra. Purport. Subhara Prabhuji, I'll need your help when the recitation comes. In this connection, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Brahmeshendradayaiti Indrasya svadhishnyaгаmanam nopapadyate Rutavadhakshana eva Brahmahatyopadrava praptehe Tasmat tata ityanena Manasa sarovarada dagatya Pravartita medhat Parata iti vyakheyam. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Subhara Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the other demigods returned to their respective abode, but Indra did not, for he was disturbed at having killed Vritrasur, who was actually a Brahmana. After killing Vritrasur, Indra went to the Manas Sarovar lake to become free from sinful reactions. When he left the lake, he performed an Ashwamedha Yajna and then returned to his own abode. Now we are beginning with the story or the true happening that happened after the killing was successful. We studied in detail how Vritrasura was killed. So let's leave that part now. As soon as Vritrasura was killed, everyone around was very happy. Very happy because a demon was removed from the surface of the earth. His killing was not really recognized as anything omen or bad, because everyone knew him only as a demon. The problem with Indra was, while he was fighting, he realized at a couple of incidences that the party that he is fighting with is actually behaving like a true devotee or pure devotee of the Lord, when he is actually cutting off his left arm. Rather than getting angry on him, Vritrasura comforts him, and when Indra loses his thunderbolt and the grip on the thunderbolt falls down on the ground. That's when he says, don't worry, thunderbolt is being given by the Lord, so he will definitely win. It kept on happening that ultimately he had to really prowess him with words so strongly that Indra was gradually losing the hope of winning Vritrasura. If nothing else, it was merely the size that was so different. Leave aside the strength and the other things. However, throughout the so-called match, Rudrasura has always been telling him that trust in the words of the God, trust in the words of the Lord and his instructions. You are following his instructions, and so you will be the ultimate winner. Such faith, such determination, and such kind of surrendering is only possible in pure devotee. Indra, though as a devotee, had not reached that stage, and he many a times doubted whether he would be able to win over this big demon. The moral of the story is that he has recognized him as pure devotee. And now he says not only a Brahmana, but pure devotee is the one who he has killed. And that's why he starts worrying for himself. It does describe the incidences that happened before, that Indra was reluctant to fight simply because he is Brahmana. He kept on insisting not to fight but demigods after losing war with Rudrasur. Insisted on the King Indra, their boss, to defeat him and prove that he is better than all of them. There is a rule in Vedas and scriptures that a woman, three people would not be killed, and if they are killed, then they certainly lead to sin. That is a woman, a cow, and Brahmana. These are the three basic things that must not happen. However, the list of not to be killed, as you know, is of 7 people. Beyond these 3, a Kshatriya should never kill kill a boy, never kill an old man, never kill one who is sleeping, and never kill one who hasn't got any arms. Scripture clearly prohibits the killing of these 7 people even by Kshatriya who are licensed to kill in fight, in war, and in administration. They are also prohibited to kill these 7 people because when someone kills these people, they are innocent and they incur reaction as a very sinful reaction. Such sinful reactions only ends up with getting their life away. So that's the message that Lord Indra had in his mind, and that's why he is now feeling and seeing psychologically sin personified following him. Wherever he goes, he feels that someone is following him, and that's the sin itself. To get rid of sin, he moves here and there and into this material manifestation. But the one who is fearing in his mind, his body cannot get rid of that person. Or the person or the sin is actually causing pressure over his mind, not the body. Body can lose only those things which actually is causing pressure on the body. And thus ultimately he decides to run away. In the meantime, just look at the story here. there are a couple of sentences written that all the people who were witnessing the fight between Indra and Rudrasura, they happily went away even without speaking to Indra. That only tells us that this illusory material manifestation, or what we call world, is such that when their part is done and they are happy with it, they don't even care for whatever you did. They just simply walk away. It's very painful, but you only realize when you are put in that situation, when you do all the donkey's hard work, and then when the work is done, then everything is gotten. People take it and walk away. So it's worthwhile learning how much donkey's work you should do for others. Don't get carried away emotionally and kept working like a dog and waste your life. Many subtle messages are given in these incidences, which I am sure when you sit and think, you will be able to explore it. One message is that people don't care once their work is done. Second message is once you feel something wrong has been done, it's only you who has to settle by finding some kind of a truth within yourself. No one else can release you from that guilt. Third is if you are suffering in your mind with the issues, you cannot get rid of the body from that. So mind and body are one unit. If someone suffers, if the mind suffers, body suffers equally. However, Indra goes to Manas Sarovar, that's our present Man Sarovar, and he spent 1,000 years in austerity. They are very lucky because they have so many years with them. People like us, even hardly very few live up to 100 years. How to talk about thousands of years? And so, if we have a guilt or commit things like that, we will probably have no opportunity to get the atonement or get out of that guilt. And that's why killing someone is always punished by as harsh as death. It is also said in scripture that when you kill someone, that someone is going to kill you. So try and avoid going into the last and the final stage of killing someone. And the philosophy is very simple. If you can't give life, you have no business to take the life. And we all are very sure that in any case we have no power with us, even in the wildest thinking process, that we give life to any dead body. And so we have no right to take away something which we can't give. Ultimately, it was Lord's wish that Indra kills Rudrasur, and Rudrasur goes back to Godhead in his transcendental eternal service. And so the reaction had to go. With the grace of the Lord, Indra loses all the guilt and comes back to his senses. At the end of his visit to Manas Sarovar, his austerity for 1,000 years, and doing an Ashwamedha Yagna in the material world. in the material world, it is said, as it is mentioned here by Srila Prabhupada, that when you do an Ashwamedha Yajna, you receive a power and the strength enough that even if you kill the entire universe, you will not still have any sinful reaction with you. That was the reason why Yudhishthira, at the end of war of Kurukshetra, had an Ashwamedha Yajna, and he wanted to get out of the guilt of killing people. In short, whosoever gets killed, howsoever he is required to be killed, when someone kills the other person, that guilt is terrible guilt. In fact, violence in any form always produces a strong guilt. And facing the guilt requires more courage than the violence itself. And thus, people go into lots and lots of problems at the end of the violence. They do pass through the issues and problems during violence, but that's part that kept apart. It produces a lot of issues and problems after the violence, both to the person who suffers the violence and a person who inflicts the violence. And thus, violence in any form is harming both the parties. And that's why violence is completely banned for all the other three Varnashram dharmas. That is, Shudras, Brahmanas, and Vaishyas. It's only limited to Kshatriya, and they are given a special power to face the violence and live with it. The first two verses describe in little more detail about what Indra does and how he gets out of the guilt. Story is going further, and we have a whole chapter to look at the sinful reaction of Indra here. So let's see how it goes further. Any question, any doubts, any queries, any...
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Subhara Prabhuji.
I got two doubts, Prabhuji. The
Yes.
statement of the purport that in the sloka that Shiva and Brahma left without speaking to Indra. Does it have any specific meaning, or just we have to take it just like a statement?
Couldn't follow you, Prabhuji. Come again.
For not speaking.
Yeah.
Shiva and Brahma left the place with not speaking to Indra.
Yeah. See.
Is it because of that so-called Brahmahatya, that sin they have done it, or is it just casual?
No, I think it is because of the sin. I take it in two different manners, as far as I understand. Number one, it's a typical thing that happens in the material world, whosoever is on the other side, that someone instructs when you finish it, they don't care because the work is done. And the superiors always behave in this manner in most of the material relationship. The inferior is instructed, inferior does it, and at the end of the work, there is nothing more than thank you very much. So that's one thing. And second thing is, this is the incidents where Brahma is killed, where the Brahmana is killed. So they know in their heart very well that killing of Brahmana is not going to go unnoticed or unpunished. And so that's why they are they are not saying anything and walking away. It's not only Brahma and Shiva, all the demigods and all other people just simply walks away. That's what I feel, Prabhuji. I hope it makes some sense.
Yes, Prabhuji. It just looks like normal material things. Just one person does something, everybody just silently leave. It's like that.
Yeah. It's a dirty job that someone has to do it, someone does it, and when he does it and it's finished, I don't care. Thank you very much. And I walk away. So that's what I'm sure you and I, we all have experience of that kind. That they pamper a lot for you to do the job. Once you do it, everything is over, just like that.
Normally, we expect to praise him,
Yes.
some dropping of flowers from
Yes.
the board,
Yes.
and
Yes.
congratulate like that. That statement is not there. That's one particular peculiar
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. There is no honor that has been bestowed on Indra.
Yes.
At all. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Another doubt,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, and one more doubt is,
Yes,
then
please go ahead.
Vishwarupa was killed, he was also Brahmin. Vishwarupa was killed.
Yeah.
When this thing did happen as Brahmahatya, sin and all that.
Yeah.
For Indra.
Yeah.
Actually, then also it should have been because he was more pious man. At least this man is demon.
Yeah.
Magnanimous demon, and it was everybody's anticipation that he should be killed.
Yeah.
But Viswarupa is a pious person who guided everyone as a guru. Then when he was killed, not this much of any reaction didn't happen.
Yeah, true. Very true.
No,
I
he
don't
was
know
cursed,
why.
Gada. Indra was cursed. He was given some curse. They take that Vara something. Kada, Prabhu? I think so. But
Okay.
here my revelation is that, well, Subara Prabhuji, have you completed? Sorry.
No, I asked it, but I am expecting answer from Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, please reply. Sorry, I interpreted you.
Prabhuji is a person like
Prakash.
he's an encyclopedia. He will, if not now, he will verify and tell. That's his greatness. He will remind after 10 classes also that particular doubt.
Subara Prabhuji, I thought Prakash Rao Prabhuji is saving me. So I was trying to hide underneath. The answer is not very clear to me. I'll have to look at it and then, but I'll come back to you. Yes, you have a great point that Vishwarupa was killed and he was more this and that. Reactions were not so. Let me find out and come back to you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes, Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My understanding goes like this because we, as Subara Prabhu told, that was in the case of that Prasara, because although he's a Brahmin, he cheated, he also tried to give something that out of that Yagna Bhaga, he given to demons. So Indra got angry, that's why he killed him. Next part is where, because he cheated as a Brahmin, he is a guru of Indra, that Devaloka.
Yeah.
He should not because he should not cheat, That's why that he got the punishment. Sorry, here, what I feel is what our question by our Subhara Prabhuji, Lord Brahma and Shiva, they calmly left and he was telling, because when Indra and other the demigods, they approached Vishnu, he has suggested something, he approached to say Dadichi and you will get that through that backbone of that, he prepared that Vajrayudha, That means the approval of Vishnu is there. Am I correct? That Tatara has to be killed. Somebody has to do it. As you said, that teacher, somebody has to kill him. So Indra was the even that. That means indirectly, And why indirectly? Directly, the Vishnu got when the Vishnu approached, Vishnu has given nodded and he suggested how to kill him, the way to kill him. You know?
Yeah.
So that is there. Regarding this, how they left calmly and with this Shiva and Brahma, because they know that it is a Brahmahatya and Vishnu approval is there. So he has done it. There is nothing to praise or something like that because it's okay. This job has been assigned with me. She ordained it. Okay. Then they said nothing to comment, but they have calmly left that place. I think so. Neither it
But
is a
what
total approval nor it is against to that.
yeah, I think basically it is two ways. One is the fact that Vishnu instructed how to get Vajra, and then with that thunderbolt, kill the Vritrasur. That way, he was helping Vritrasur to get liberation and give instruction to Indra, who were so fearful of Vritrasur. At
Yes,
the
Prabhu.
end, when Vritrasur was killed, the Brahma and Shiva knew that the instructions were given by Lord himself, and so Lord must have approved it, and because of his approval only, he did it. That's why it was considered as one of the acts following the instruction of the Lord. So there is no question of honoring him.
Yes,
Honor
Prabhu.
is only when there is a kind of a bravery or
Yes.
courage that happens indigenously.
Mm.
Mataji. So if there is no question of a great bravery or something that to honor Indra, so that's why probably they just simply said, okay, it has happened. Whatever Lord said, he did it, and he died. Fine. Then they walked away. The last part, which I feel is because the Lord instructed him to get the weapon and then fight and then kill. Ultimately, when Indra is not finding solace, he has been indirectly instructed. And if you look at the last sentence, it says that with the grace of Lord Vishnu, he got completely relieved of the sinful reaction. So ultimately, it's the Lord's grace that saved him from that sinful reaction of killing a Brahmana. I hope it makes some sense.
Yes, Prabhuji. Your
So,
analogy is true. But
Prabhuji, just if you could, I mean, if I don't pain you, just that 7 things you said we should not attack, like Brahmana, child, devotee of Narayana. So, if you
The
could just enumerate those 7 people, please, Prabhuji. Huh.
three people are, as mentioned here, Brahmana,
Hmm.
women, and cows.
Okay. Huh.
Kshatriyas are allowed to kill because they are given a license to kill.
Hmm.
It's just like a James Bond.
Hmm.
So Kshatriyas should not kill boy with younger children. They should never kill old age people because they can never fight back. They should never kill person who is sleeping. And they should never kill a person who has no arms. So person without arms, person who is sleeping, boys and old age people should not be killed at all. So these are the 4 more, and that makes 7 of them who are
Hmm.
uh, prohibited from killing in our scripture.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. That is where Ashwatthama went wrong. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
thank you. Thank you. If there are no further questions, thank you very
Even
much.
Karna was killed. Even Karna was killed like that. Abhimanyu also killed like that.
Yes, you are right. Absolutely right. So this is the great association that I am having. See, I am learning so much. Thank you. If there are no further questions, thank you very much for interacting so well.
Thank you for a very, very clear
Hare
and very
Krishna.
nice class, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Thank
pearls
you.
of wisdom, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the guidance.
Thank you very much.
For
Thank you.
Mataji's, for her clarity, 7 people, as per Dharma, it is mentioned in first canto 7th chapter, Prabhuji. I think it is 42 or I'm not able to recollect that sloka. There it has mentioned that Arjuna, the Dronasuto, the Ashwadama has to be killed, Prabhu. That Krishna, Lord Krishna, he want to test this Bhakta, Arjuna. He encourages to kill it. But as per Dharma, it is not to be, he is not to be killed. And in that context, that sloka is there, Prabhu. There they have mentioned the 7 people, they are not to be, that the person who is not having weapon, see, all these things, what you said, it is mentioned there. That is as per Shastra.
Thank you. Thank you for
Hare
giving the
Krishna,
reference. Thank you very much.
Mataji can refer that 7th
Yes.
chapter.
Yeah. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhya eva cha patita namo pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah. Anek koti Vaishnava ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna to every one of you. Thank you very much for attending the class. And I wish you all having a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Wonderful discussion, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.